The Little Red Hen. Will you help me lift the bag of corn? Once upon a time there was a little red hen. She was carrying a big bag of corn. The bag was so heavy that she decided to ask for help. She saw Mr. Duck fishing at the lake. "Excuse me, Mr. Duck, will you please help me lift my bag of corn?" "No, I don't have time for that. Don't you see I'm fishing?" The little red hen sat on the bench and saw that Mrs. Turkey was coming. "Good morning, Mrs. Turkey. Will you please help me lift my bag of corn?" "Of course not. I have to go to the hair salon." Very disappointed, she walked to the forest and saw Mrs. Goose coming. "Hello, Mrs. Goose. Will you please help me lift my bag of corn?" "No, I don't have time for you." "No one helps me, then I will lift it myself." The little hen got home and started cooking the muffins, but she needed help. "I'm going to ask for help." So she went to the lake. "Excuse me, Mr. Duck, sorry to interrupt you, but will you please help me make muffins?" "Are you deaf? I won't help you." She walked to Mrs. Turkey's house and she was sitting on the sofa. "Hello, Mrs. Turkey, will you please help me make muffins?" "No." The little hen saw Mrs. Goose sitting on the park's bench. "Good evening, Mrs. Goose. Will you please help me make muffins?" "Not again. Please leave me alone. I won't help you." "What's wrong with you? No one helps me. Everyone's so busy." The little hen walked home very angry. She couldn't believe that no one in town wants to help her do muffins. "I'll do this all by myself." After a while, the town was covered with a delicious smell. Every animal in town was at the Little Red Hen's house, expecting some muffins. Mr. Duck, Mrs. Turkey, and Mrs. Goose were there. "Muffins smell yummy. Can we help you eat them?" "No, you did not help me lift the bag, you did not help me make the muffins, so I will not share the muffins with you." The little hen ate all the muffins. Mr. Duck and Mrs. Turkey learned that you have to treat the others the way you want to be treated, and the little hen learned that every effort is worth it. The little hen ate all the muffins, and Mr. Duck, Mrs. Turkey, and Mrs. Goose learned that you have to treat the others the way you want to be treated, and the little hen learned that every effort is worth it. The end.